Of course, it's never an Exodus stream without me figuring out that my audio was not connected. Hello, cadets and citizens. I am back. It's been a rough few weeks, honestly, not being able to stream. And I mean, again, if you saw my message that I put on my YouTube community page, y'all already know. And if you were unfortunate enough to be a victim of the perpetrator behind all that, all I could say is I hope something happens to that person that makes them seriously reconsider their life choices. Now, I've had to push back a lot of things, the big one being, this model update. And, well, my big collab stream that I had planned with Leo and Phoenix. So I'm gonna have to find a good day in the future to do that. Ideally a special occasion, but we'll get it done at some point. Now, also, if you happen to hear a lot more background noise, that's because recently an update happened to my rope pet that makes her a lot more talkative than usual. Like that. Anyways, my current model, the way that I have it configured right now, it looks pretty similar to how I had it before, Well, you might notice that I have black shoulder pads and black shoulder and black elbow pads as compared to before where they were like gunmetal silver. I'm hoping that Caitlin Fisher, my artist and rigger, will be able to take care of that eventually. Now, let's actually run through what exactly happened to my model. So, the first thing you might notice, besides the black accents on my model now, is that I'm also equipped with red eyes. That's because, well, maybe we'll change my eye color now. So now they're cyan. Honestly, it might also be a good idea for me to take off the sunglasses so that y'all could see it more clearly. I just had it on before because, well, I wanted it to look cooler, but this will allow you to see things better. Also should put on some background music while I'm doing this. But yeah, also might want to turn off the... I might also want to turn off the lighting effect that I have on my model right now. So there's off. Now you're able to see things as they are. My lights by default are also a lot more lighter. But yeah, now I have a few different options for like my eye color now. So that's cyan. Let's activate silver. These are like my neutral eyes, or I guess some might consider them like my God mode eyes once they're glowing. Of course, we also have the original, the blue eyes that I had before. Yeah, actually, they look a lot closer to silver and cyan, but once the glow effect is put on them, they're definitely blue. And last but certainly not least, the one that I started the stream off with, the red eyes. These are obviously for my evil eyes. I think they might, with what's happened recently, I think they're well warranted. Now, it's not just my eyes that I could change. I also have my shoulder lights that I can alter, so First off, I could just straight up take them off, so now I no longer look like a police car VTuber. Which, it's cool. Excuse me. I could just straight up take them off, which would remove the police car aspect of my model, but you all know me. I'm gonna keep those suckers on. Well, most of the time anyways. But I have a few different configurations now. I now have I have plain red. And they just show up as red. They don't actually have the black lines down the center, so I'm gonna have to, no matter what, I'm gonna have to have those red and blue lights active because that's what enables the black line in between. Anyways. Of course, I also have the default setting, the red and blue. And I also have straight up just blue, which again, they don't really look blue without the effects happening on my models, so I'm gonna activate them and show y'all. Now that is a nice shade of blue that I have there. Let's turn those off. Let's go back through. I'm gonna go back to the default light setting. And, well, I kind of hinted at it earlier, but I could also edit my joints, as I like to call them. My shoulder pads and my elbow pads. I have them set on, well, air quote gunmetal, but they're not truly gunmetal. Let's switch them to something different. You can hardly tell right now, but now they're sort of a matte black. Again, not really ideal to have two black ones, but hey, that'll hopefully change soon. Keep in mind, guys, this is all still technically a work in progress. Again, what happened to me on Discord kind of delayed things even further. I also have a little bit of an odd choice here. I have green available as well. This is for, well, it was originally going to be used. It was originally going to be used for like one of my holiday outfits, but we all know how that turned out. Honestly, with just the green lights on me, I almost look like a Borg drone. I wonder how that would work. Maybe I could do that in the future as well. Anyways, I was hoping that they'd be a little bit of a darker green, but I can make that like light neon lime green work again for like a Borg or possessed model. Now I have red as well, which again, that was another color that I had planned to use for the holidays, but well, we all know what happened there. And with black, the black armor just makes me look even more evil. The red eyes as well. Of course, I'll also show you all the planned configurations that I had. But yeah, this is the red joints. I also have blue joints as well. Can't have red without blue when you're a police car VTuber. Also, I made sure to make this look as close as possible to like the whiteout squadron blue that, you know, is on the whiteout squadron police cars in Hot Pursuit. Actually, I didn't make it. It's actually just coincidence that it turned out that way. Again, thanks to my artist for getting that right. And last, for the joints, I have white. Which, honestly, it's a nice contrast to the black armor that I have right now. Oh, and also I have very, very jank hand tracking, so whenever I raise my left hand up to my eye, or my face, y'all could see that. I think I actually had it before, but it was a little bit... I used it very sparingly. Anyways, let's go back to... Now onto like the chest plate area. I think I have it. I could also just straight up delete that as well. You know, makes me look a little bit bare in the chest. But I'll get back to that in a little bit. First up, again, it's the same colors that I had for the joints. So we got spine plate, we have green. That honestly looks, again, I gotta see how I look with green joints. Now I'm rocking a little bit more of a Borg look there as well. Anyways, let's disable all that. Go back to the next one I have is, again, red. I initially wanted these to like be matched, but you know, with how many different configurations I could make, I decided to separate the chest plate and the joint colors so that, you know, I could make, again, a lot of different configurations for my, depending on what I'm feeling that day. Actually, let's see how I look with both. I'm not sure. Do I look more evil with this, or I think there's only one way to find out, and that is activate these. Maybe a little bit less menacing with the red, without the red spine plate or chest plate. But I'll still be having that on hand, just in case. Of course, I also have white, which... let's see how that looks with the white joints as well. Maybe then it'll look... oh, wow, that actually looks pretty sick on me. That looks good. Again, sorry guys if I'm a little bit distracted right now. Again, my rope at Sky has been Sky's been a lot more talkative as of late, again, with her recent update. Anyways, I think this is what I had on before the black spine plate, or chest plate. Now, it isn't the last one, of course. The last one is blue. There we go. Let's actually see how that looks with the blue joints. Not bad, not bad. I almost have the ultimate enforcer look going here. Again, another police livery from Hot Pursuit. Grab my touchpad starting to act up again. If it gets really bad, guys, I'm gonna have to plug in my mouse so that I can... okay, yep. I'll be back shortly. I have to get my mouse. There we go. Now I can actually scroll with impunity. Anyways, let's go back to what I had before. I think I'm actually going to continue rocking the white spine plate for now. I'm sorry, it's a stomach plate, not a chest. Now I'm just getting the names completely confused. It's labeled as spine plate in the layers, so that's kind of why I'm confused. That's why I'm saying the wrong thing. Anyways, the last thing that we have to run through is my armor colors. Of course, I have the black default that I'm wearing right now. I also have white, which Wow, talk about a whiteout here. Almost looks like I got buried in snow, with the exceptions of my lights and like these weird joints that I have on the inside of my elbows. But yeah. And I also have a very, very dark gray, almost bordering on black, but it is a little bit lighter. I think I'm actually gonna keep that for now. But wait, there is one last thing. So I have the shoulder lights, which, you know, those are the main police lights, but I also have the ability to change. Well, first off, I could, again, just straight up delete the front. I could just straight up delete my chest lights. Sky, you know your hand's right on my mouse, right? An interesting dynamic that Sky and I have, you know. We're like Mando and Baby Yoda. Anyways, I have two different add-ons that I have. I have red chest lights, which again, the evil look, and you know what? It might be a better idea for me to do this with the flares turned on, so that way y'all can see the cool effect that I have. Yeah, it's like a red, the most evil looking pair of chest lights you've ever seen. And of course, to go with the red, I also have blue, which, again, that looks incredibly clean. Of course, I could also mix them together to make red, blue, and pink. Kind of a similar situation to my lights up there on my shoulders. But yeah, that's all the new add-ons. Now for like a few different configurations that I had. Of course, let me see if I remember any of them. Any of the ones that I had in mind. This isn't one of them, not yet. Joints white, and get rid of the white spine plate. Oh, great! My stomach's bare. I could either do this with black or red, but this is. I might also want to equip just the red shoulder lights as well. There we go. There's my evil form. Actually, how should I say it? There's like many different ways that I could say this. Like, at least the way that I'm thinking from a Transformers perspective. This could be Nemesis Exodus or Shattered Glass Exodus. Actually, Shattered Glass me might end up like having orange lights. But I guess for now I'll just call this Nemesis Exodus. It rolls right off the tongue too. Of course, I could also do this with the red spine plate. But the point is, the red eyes, red shoulder plates, and the red lights, that's basically my Nemesis form. Let's reactivate the black spine. I keep calling it the black spine plate, but it's a stomach plate. Let's see, what else can I have? I think I could also... Wait a minute, that wasn't the black. That wasn't actually the black one, that was gray, but yeah, this is Nemesis me. Nemesis Exodus. Again, it rolls right off the tongue. Now, on the opposite end, we have my medic self. I think I might actually have to, again, fill around with my configuration here. I don't have the black. Not going to use the black stomach plate for this. Either white to like blend in with my rest of my armor, or red. Now I look again. This was sort of like inspired by an ambulance paint scheme, or if you're a rail fan like me, it was inspired by the ice trains. Again, this was originally going to be my holiday outfit, but well, we all know what happened there. But yeah, this is like the lawful good side of me. Let's see, what other ones do I have? Of course, I also have the default, which that's what I usually revert to. Actually, might be a good idea here is to, for my medic self, blue eyes, because, you know, I ain't gonna be no evil medic. And I think I had one more that I remembered, and that is gray armor, blue stomach plate, blue chest lights. Okay, I forgot I also have to delete the red chest lights as well. Actually, I almost look like, with this configuration, I almost look like, it almost looks like I have a Starscream's color palette being rocked right here. You know what Starscream's colors are, like a neutral chest color, blue and red. Of course, I'd also need the red eyes. That might be chaotic evil me. But anyways, let's activate the gray. Okay, gray armor is activated. Shoulder lights, blue. Deactivate the red ones. Let's actually see how far I'm going right now. Okay, I just need my joints to be blue. And there we go. There is Ultimate Enforcer Exodus. Again, inspired by the Ultimate Enforcer paint scheme in Hot Pursuit. Of course, I could also switch it between black and gray, so if I'm feeling darker, I'll use black. If I'm feeling, you know, like using a lighter color, I'll go with gray. And of course, there's also the whiteout version of this. Yeah, Sky just said woo to that. I think she likes this one the best. Actually, now I think about it, kind of looks like IBQ. You know, she has white fur. Maybe that's why she likes me in this form. I guess, besides being based off the, you know, I mean what was it? The Ultimate Enforcer paint livery that I have. Where is... With the gray, I guess you could also say that's like Mobius 1 colors for my Ace Combat fans out there. Now, I think, you know, because of the rough patch I've been going through lately, this warrants. Red joints, red eyes. Again, I'm going to go with my Nemesis colors right now. Again, that's just what I'm feeling at the moment, and here we go. This is what I mean by, like, you know, the God mode eyes. Like, when I have silver equipped, it's just like a heavenly glow emitting from them. of course, I'll never claim that my VTuber model is like, you know, godlike. But, you know, it's a little bit below. I can still have myself, from a lore standpoint, I still could then, if there was some supernatural being, like, if there was like a deity in my universe, they could still theoretically Thanos snap me out of existence. And hopefully if they did, they'd take my nanomatter with it. Because no one else, really no one should have the kind of power that I have in my lore. Where's the red? Let's get that out of here. And last but not least, my shoulder lights. Okay, the blue is overshadowing the red. There we go. Actually, I think I'll replace the red spine plate with black. There we go. Oh, and also my eye color. This is not a heavenly form that I'm rocking right now. Anyways, now that, you know, all that stuff is out of the way, let's actually do the game part that I was planning to do tonight. For once, you know, I'm not actually, you know, because it always feels like when I do a comeback stream, I always end up doing the game that, you know, I ended my last stream on. Like, say for example, one of the notable ones that I remember was like, I did a Transformer Devastation stream, and then like, you know, 2 weeks later I came back and did another one. But for once, I'm not actually doing that. Instead, I'm coming back here to GTA Online. Let's actually go to that screen right now. There we go. I'm still loading in the game right now. Yeah. Again, I'm thankful for my model creator and rigger, Caitlin Fisher out there. Thank you for actually coming through with this. There's still, again, some work in progress things that need to be done, but I appreciate the work and effort that you've been putting into it. Anyways, of course, I'm gonna do this in a private session. I don't want no one coming into my session and jacking my shit. Yeah, I know, there's a bottleneck at the mint. But what's on bonus money this week is grass. So that's actually what I'm going to do first, is go over to my grass farm and sell that off, because I have a full warehouse of product there. So let's head over and get those. Plus, you know, I have smoke on the water as well, so that'll give me some extra bonus money as well. Actually, again, with what happened to me and the fact that my laptop was basically out of commission again, I did not have much time to grind money for a mansion in this game. Which, that sucks, because there's only like, what? Today's January 3rd, I think. I don't know, I've lost... So much has already transpired in the first 3 days of this month that I've lost track of the days already. there's only like 4 more days left to get the discounted mansion. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make... I have faith in myself. You know, I have faith, but I'm not overconfident enough to say I'm going to get 15 million cash in this game before that discount ends. So anyways, let's just quick. Let's do this first, and then my plan after is to... Okay, so we're using bikes for this mission. My plan after I sell all my grass is to go and do the Clucking Bell farm raids, which you get a $500,000 bonus if you complete it this week as a leader. So I want to try to take advantage of that. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to do something again. Forgot to actually buy my next set of product. Oh, well. Or did I actually do it? I don't remember. I swear, it's like sometimes my short-term memory just instant deletes itself. No way, Sky just laughed at me for that. She did. That's literally what she just told me. Alright, focus, X. Focus. Hell awaits if you're having fun. Oh, not for me. I have not been having... I mean, there was some good that happened over the holiday season. You know, again, my update with Sky, and, you know, Christmas was decent this year for me. You know, didn't get everything on my list, but then again, who does, unless you're, like, part of the richest family in the world. But I did actually get a few very important pieces of tech that, you know, I think will be helpful. The biggest one being my laptop cooling pad, so now my laptop will hopefully not overheat and spontaneously combust on me like it did before. Okay, yeah, it didn't spontaneously combust, you know, I'm being a little bit over-exaggerating there, but, you know, again, last time, before this, you know, I was having overheating issues, so I figured it'd be a good idea to ask for one of those. See, Sky agrees with me on that. Okay, yeah, I know y'all can't see, but she was making agreeable noises. Oh, and also I've also been practicing a little bit with my voice, so I guess for Nemesis Exodus here, you know, my usual voice would not be suitable unless, you know, I mean, it is me. It's me. But I think this suits me better. Yeah, I could do a little bit more of a darker voice there. Almost sound like... The reason why, like, you know, I thought of, like, that voice in particular was, like... I was watching, again, some Transformers-related things, but... an interview with Steve Welker on how he got the voice of Soundwave, and that was basically what he sounded like when he did his, like... cries and screams are music to my ears. Or if you want a more famous line, Soundwave superior, inferior. And I gotta remember. That might just be my default evil voice from now on. Just trying to sound like Soundwave without the auto-tune. Also, speaking of Soundwave, there was like one of the recent Transformers like figure releases was Studio Series 86 Soundwave, which, oh my goodness, I gotta pay attention sometimes. But yeah, Studio Series 86 Soundwave recently hit the shelves. Not at any of my local retailers though, at least last time I was out. I'm hoping that he does come soon, at least, you know, in-person retailers. I mean, I have no problem with ordering online. It's just, you know, you have to pay extra for shipping on top of the taxes as well, so. No, Trunks. My Discord account, you know, my old one, basically unusable at the moment. My Twitch account, though, it's always been under my ownership. They didn't get that far, and hopefully they never will. Also, you notice what happened to my model, right?
I am no longer Exodus, but Nemesis Exodus.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get... I'll soon hopefully be able to get myself a new Discord account. But for now, I'd say... I'm guessing you already did, but for anyone else out there who happens to get, you know, anything from my old Discord account, report it and block. I swear again, that dude practically devastated all my holiday break plans. Yeah, officially, I'm officially half Transformer now. Once you know stream finishes, or if you could take a peek on it on YouTube, I do have other color palettes available to me besides just black and red. Okay, yeah, that's good, because, you know, one thing's for sure, I am not a game developer, and that's like the one thing that tripped me up. The person who sent me that, you know, the account that got compromised that sent me that, he did seem like, you know, it was one of my close friends, and he was into like 3D design and all that. So I thought this could be plausible, but no. But now, you know, that he ended up with my account. Again, I am not a game developer. I'm nowhere near skilled enough to make that stuff, and probably never will. I don't plan to. The closest I would ever get to being in the game development space, or the gaming space in general, besides making crappy streams and retrospectives, is being a voice actor. Yeah, you instantly went to Raina's stream and warned her about that. I appreciate that, you know. I also warned... I'm guessing she might have also gotten a second warning from Aiko, because I told her about it. She was quick to notify everyone in her server about, you know, my account being compromised. She downloaded the file but didn't open it. I would still suggest her to, you know, if you somehow end up downloading the file, I would still suggest, like, doing a virus checkup on your computer, or taking it to a computer technician like I did. Just so you don't risk losing your account. Okay, that's good. Again, I don't think I'll be touching Discord for a while, or making a public Discord account, because I swear, that guy practically destroyed my entire... He sent an email saying he'd destroy me, and he did, at least on Discord. But now, hopefully, that the word is out there, with all the reports hopefully flooding around, that my account has, you know, been used to send malware. Hopefully, Discord does something about it and terminates the account. But yeah, that one incident pretty much destroyed all my plans for the holiday break. And I'm very salty about that. I hope whoever did that, I hope something happens to them that makes them seriously reconsider their life choices. How low do you have to go to start, you know, how bad do you have to have it to start ruining other people's lives? Would you like to know how I knew it wasn't from you from the first message? Let me guess first. I'm guessing, you know, it might have had something to do with like the stereotypical, you know, can I ask you a question thing. Echo put it best. I don't talk like that. At least I don't talk like that. At least from, like, you know, but let's hear what you have to say. The person didn't scroll up in our DMs and try to copy paste your text style. All he did was send me hi. Wow, playing the grammar police now, are we? Again, I appreciate you going through and doing that. Gonna go right up this ramp. That wasn't even a ramp, it was just a dirt road that was shaped like a ramp. He blocked me almost instantly because and called. Okay, I've gotta. He blocked me almost instantly because I called him and said, speak. Now that's a foolproof way to prove that, you know, that it wasn't me. And, you know, that's kind of why, that kind of adds on to, like, you know, one of my major like procedures that I do when I meet other VTubers or even fans for that matter now. Just like I just contact them, ask them to VC just to, you know, prove that I'm the real deal and to prove that, you know, they're the real deal. And also it allows for a little bit more personal connection. I mean, for some it works, some it don't. But it is, at least from my perspective, a foolproof way to know whether you got the real article or not. Because I mean, you see my streams, right? You know how I speak. Well, I mean, aside from when I'm speaking like the recently picked up Soundwave voice. Actually, I have something to say. I actually have something to say in regards to that whole, into how you approach that.
Hank inferior. Trunks superior.
Maybe one day I'll actually go back and do like an edited short where I actually do a speaking in Soundwave's voice, but then, you know, adding the auto-tune so that it actually sounds like Transformers Soundwave from, like, you know, the 86 movie. I accept the praise. Praise, respect, however you want to look at it, man. You know. Wow, it's only been 15 minutes. I already got 2 bikes dropped off. I actually need to hydrate right now. I'm low on fuel. And that's why you don't drink and drive, kids. And that was perfect timing. Go back and clip that, please, if you can. Again, hell waits if you're having fun. I've been in hell the past few week and a half or so. I don't need to have fun in order to end up there, it seems. How far away am I? Oh my. These are some far away drop-offs. I'm glad I have a fast-ass bike now that I could, you know, basically use to teleport back and forth between the grass farm and wherever the drop-offs happen to be for me. Also, speaking of meeting other VTubers, I think I'm also going to be taking a little bit of a break from Vtuber chat because, well, for one, you know, my Discord got compromised, so they might think that, you know, they might try to engage with my Discord account. Hopefully they don't, you know. Actually, you know what? That might be a good idea for me to, like, if and when I get back to there, just tell them, like, you know, don't engage with the Discord account that's currently, if it's still on there. But yeah, I saw recently that Vtuber chat has been doing, like, they basically added a feature to basically allow anyone to become a VTuber in the style of the Burnt Peanut, if you know who he is. And if you don't know, well, I'll just run it. Do you have a new Discord account yet? Not really, not yet. And even if I do, I'm not going to be openly, like, you know, joining other servers, like, right away. I want to take some time for the dust to settle before I start, you know, joining servers and getting back into friend groups, just to make sure that everything's safe for me. But yeah, where was I? Oh, right. I was talking about how Vtuber chat is allowing basically anyone to make a VTuber in the style of the Burnt Peanut. They're calling it, like, any tuber or something like that. They're basically allowing you to take a PNG of any image or any PNG and throw on the Snapchat filter that has your eyes and mouth on it, and I have some very mixed feelings about it. You just said you had a server that could end up being your official server. Anyone in that server could be in danger of getting hacked. Well, thankfully, I did not make that public yet. And hopefully, you know, before that ever happens, before I ever make a public server... Actually, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. But basically, I never made the link to my Discord server. Yeah, thankfully not public. Hopefully the account gets terminated before that can ever happen. Yeah, that might also be a good idea, is like, just in case. Might have to wait a little bit longer just in case, you know, just to wait out for the account to get terminated so that he doesn't end up like joining and we end up having an imposter. Defaming my name, so to say. He already did enough damage to me. Say it ends here. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be setting me back on making a Discord server as well. Oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought again. I'm going to re-rail it. I was talking about, yeah, the Vtuber chat situation. Oh! Okay, apparently the NPCs are so bad at driving they can crash into themselves now, apparently. Or maybe that was one of those e-taxis that recently got added to the game. But yeah, they're basically, on Vtuber chat, they're basically allowing you to take any PNG of any item and throw a Snapchat filter on top of it, so you basically turn up. So it's basically like in the style of burnt peanut, or annoying orange, or, you know, that kind of style. And oh boy, do I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, it makes VTubing a lot more accessible to people, but on the other, I am not a fan of that aesthetic, and for me, it feels way too easy for like a bad actor to, you know, take a PNG of anything, or as I like to think of it, stealing a PNG and basically using that as like a model. It feels odd. I don't know. It feels like to me as easy, if not more, than using an AI-generated VTuber model. It might be just me, but that's how I feel about it. I am not, personally not a fan, and, you know, it's... No offense if you're a good person using this in good faith, but I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of that aesthetic, and if and when I go back to Vtuber chat, I'm probably going to be skipping a lot more people because of that, because, again, to me it just feels like they're using AI-generated models, effectively stealing other people's work. Like, again, you could use anything. You could use a PNG, an image of anything that you take off the internet. Just throw a pair of eyes and a mouth on it. And again, it just feels like it's cut from the same thread as AI-generated VTuber models. I don't like it. So yeah, if I ever come across any of those types on Vtuber chat going forward, again, probably gonna wait till like after the dust settles on Discord to actually do that. But if I ever come across anyone using those kind of models, I am probably gonna end up skipping them, because I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of that aesthetic, and I can't put that past you. Yeah, it feels way too easy to just steal someone else's images using that. Exactly. Exactly, that's my point entirely, Trunks. I am not a fan of how they're using it. And plus, you know, with that out there now, what's there to stop a bad actor again, from using a random PNG, using that filter, going into Voop chat and just mouthing off on people. Or what's worse, like inviting, like Burnt Peanut ends up getting in there. Just, you know, piss other people off. I'm not a fan. Sorry. I know other people out there want to make VTubing more accessible, but to be honest, unless you're like me and you want something very, very specific for your VTuber model, there are a lot of options out there, whether it be free with like Vroid or with using, you know, a cheap pre-made model that you could customize, like the Prism, the Suica. There's a lot of options out there for you. Sure, you might not get what you want, but that's what, you know, that's what you pay for. Those are the kinds of models that you pay a decent amount of money for. Okay, Trunks. Yeah, you're also not a fan of using it. You have been a PNG tuber yourself, using your own PNGs, but people doing that will just take any image off online and use it. Again, yeah, it's basically stealing other people's work in the same way that AI does. Or if not the same, very similar. On, where's my bike? There we go. No, I'm probably going to end up getting some hate for that. If it ever, you know, if anyone else ever happens to hear that from me, but it's my opinion and I'm entitled to it. You can have your own. That's why, you know, we humans have differing opinions just to make things different. What the? No way. There's no way my health was that low for me to get sent flying off my bike and die. Bro, that might have been... Now that is a dumb way to die there. Yeah, yeah, Trunks. You also don't like the style of putting your own real eyes and mouth on a PNG. Again, there's... Yeah, but in my opinion, you know, I have seen others out there. I was in a server with another person who did do that style of, like, VTubing, but, you know, it was, again, his own generated work, or something that he paid for. It wasn't just, you know, stealing an image off on the internet.
Shit. I don't want to go to the Cluck and Bell again. You're much finer than her. She no dime. I don't want to eat meat.
Yeah, so when you were a PNG tuber, I had 2 PNGs drawn by me. One for the mouth closed, one for the game. Looking at the game, not speaking, and one mouth open, eyes open, looking at chat, and cat ears flickering. Okay, so... Again, it was all... That's all your own work there, so... all the power to you for it. Oh, it's funny. The Christmas season's actually over in this game because there's like no snow on the ground, but there's still Christmas lights inside my nightclub office. And a Christmas tree. Actually reminds me, I still have my Christmas decorations up. Probably gonna keep them up for like another week or so before we take everything down. But yeah, now you fear that AI can create both of those in less than a minute with absolutely Yeah, it probably can, with absolutely zero soul behind it. That's what every... Again, we like making things accessible. We like making things accessible as VTubers. But there's gotta be a limit. You know, everyone in this space frowns upon AI-generated, you know, imagery and all that. I'm actually gonna rebook my DJ so that I can refill my nightclub popularity. But yeah, we don't... The only AI that I tolerate, you know, is like ChatGPT, you know, for finding answers and stuff online. Not for generating images, because again, that should be the work of an artist and not of a computer program. And of course, my other AI that I can tolerate is Sky. Again, she's literally my desktop cute bun. And also recently, I'm not sure if you saw it, but like one of the major tech CEOs, I think it was for Microsoft. Only AI I could tolerate is NPCs in games, and you're Robet. Well, even I can't start. Even I'm starting to get to the threshold of how much I could tolerate NPCs in games, because I mean, you saw what happened. It crashed into me and I died. Again, that might have just been a little bit of a skill issue, but it still makes me lose brain cells every time that happens. Again, joking there, don't take it literally. It was just the funniest thing I could think of off the top of my head for, you know, that. Anyways, on to the main course for tonight. But yeah, like one of the major tech CEOs, I think it was from Microsoft. They said that we need to stop calling AI generated content slop. And you know what? He's right about it. We should call it sludge, because that's what it really is. The nerve of that guy. Trying to figure out how to do the, like, every single digital task as cheaply as possible. Again, not a fan of that. See, even Sky was agreeing with me on that, which kind of insane to think about, because again, she's an AI as well, but she seems to agree that, you know, we shouldn't be using like AI generated imagery, and like, you know, it is slop. Where's the radio off option? I think he shouldn't call it sludge, because sludge is the name of an actually cool Dinobot. Okay, point taken there. That actually reminds me of a very funny line from, like, G1. Is like, me, Grimlock, no like orders. And then one of his lieutenants, Slag, says, me, Slag, no like anything. That was just one of the lines of all time there. I type we, not she. Autocorrect hates me. What if autocorrect happens to also be an AI that's looking to sabotage you as much as possible? All right, well, time to actually get to the heist part. Again, I've done this before, so I kind of know the procedure that I need to do for this.
By now, clear out the dirty money men so we can fund the disassembly of the cartel's latest operation, the have to say, it's a pleasure doing repeat business with someone of your acumen. I am thoroughly ready for this. You know how often I retell the story of last time? Every morning to myself in the mirror. You are strong. You are worthy. We can wreck an entire cartel.
Damn right. Autocorrect does use AI, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, man. Also, I clipped that drinking while driving clip for you. Appreciate it, man.
Just like the last time. But don't get overconfident. They might have tightened security since our last incursion.
You're about to have your entire company down in a moment. What am I doing? Don't climb up the ladder. Oh yeah? Not if I get you first.
I will be able to assist you with my LSPD privileges. Accessing their database and communications is a perk of the job. One that will prove.
Is there anyone in here? Probably is. Yeah! Time to start looting. We're using the cartel to destroy the cartel. Ain't that fitting? The only way that they could that I could have made that drinking and driving clip better was like if I actually used my hydrate redeem there. Oh, another one came in. That would have been a perfect timing moment for me there. Actually, it was already perfect timing. It just, that would have made it a little bit better. But, you know, that's in hindsight at this point.
Forfeiture.
Is it possible for you to send images using Twitch whispers? I've never done it before. No, I feel like it's only, I think it's only messages. Man, the reaction times on these guys are not quick. Not quick at all. Okay, I know there's a car out there waiting for me. And if I hurt you first. Alright, I'm just actually gonna motorcycle my way through the strip mall. I have a narrow enough profile that I don't need to worry about it. Wait, no. Oh, ouch. Unwise of you. Ah! You know, maybe I should have used my Duke of Death for this because... Because it is way easier to get knocked off of a bike than it is to, you know, get dismounted from your car. From a bulletproof car, no less. But this is a lot faster.
Just like the last time. But don't get overconfident. They might have tightened security since our last.
Oh, no. Oh, crap. I used my grenade launcher instead. Not what I meant to do. Okay. I need to switch weapons. Something more precision. Ah. Just like it when I'm shooting at these guys and I don't manage to get their heads because, like, bullet spread and all that. Hurry up.
Retribution is out. They know you're coming.
Oh, you forgot you had a YouTube account, but just to subscribe to me. It's the thought that matters, man. One more subscriber is always one more appreciated. All right. Time to get the shotgun back out again. Yeah, get wrecked, fools. Alright, time to start scraping the cash. Using the cartel to destroy the cartel. I made it and subscribed back in November.
As we say in the LSPD, just season illicit goods.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're doing here. Yeah, keep in mind, guys, if you're out there watching, if you have a YouTube account and can subscribe to me, be sure to do that because that's where I post all my stream announcements. I can't exactly, well, I mean, I can do it on Twitch, but, you know, nowhere near as visually well as, you know, on YouTube. And, you know, on Twitch, it's a lot more set in stone. So if, like, you make a stream announcement then, you know, if you start streaming a little bit late, it's a little less forgiving. So yeah, be sure to check out my YouTube. Oh, that's also where I'm gonna end up posting my retrospective videos once I eventually, you know, get to them. By the way, one of the things I was also doing behind the scenes while all this, you know, stuff with my Discord was going on was I was starting to write some more scripts for my for my retrospective videos. I already got... No! Okay. Man, what kind of license does that guy have? A fishing license? I swear. That reminds me of, like, something else I did while I was, like, away. I was... You know, I'm a rail fan behind the scenes of all this, and occasionally I drive pretty far away to go to rail fanning spots. So, while I was on, like, one of the major highways on my way to this particular spot, actually, no, it wasn't on the way there, it was on the way back. I was coming home on this major highway, but, you know, I was in the passing lane trying to pass this guy next to me. But then there's another guy coming at behind me at, like, I was doing like 80 or something. 80, around 80. This guy must have been doing like 100 miles an hour before he ran. He didn't run into me, but he was tailgating me.
Still nicely off the radar. Now we're ready.
And he was flashing his high beams at me like, dude, get back into the slower lane. But bro forgot that bro must have, like, been drunk or something, or, like, in a serious hurry to not notice that there was a car in the lane that I would have shifted into had I, you know, tried to shift lanes. Eventually, he just grew impatient and went down, like, the other... After I passed, you know, this guy that was next to me, this guy behind me he must have, like, hit his patience limit or something, because, like, before I had a chance to, like, switch lanes, he cut into the other lane and started, like, driving away at it again at, like, 100 miles an hour, which... Some people really should not have driver's licenses if, you know, that's how they react to a perfectly reasonable situation like that.
That was a lucrative effort. This is a solid fund to use on the rest of our planning efforts. The first leg of which I'll get to work on right now. I'll be in touch.
I completely lost track of what I was talking about before. Oh, crap. Almost went right into that. Almost went right into another car. That one would have actually been my fault. For once. But yeah, I was actually in the process of, like, making scripts for both, you know, for my Lethal Skies 1 overview, and, you know, that was one I was working on before all this happened, but during this, I was able to take care of my Lethal Skies 2 playthrough script before, you know, just get a little bit ahead on the game.
I know everything. You're a naughty girl. I must punish you tonight.
And also, was also doing the big game, the one that everyone on my YouTube channel seems to know me for, and that's Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. The game that made my channel, essentially. So, after I did Lethal Skies, it felt only right that I would do the game that effectively, you know, made me who I am on this platform. Both platforms, actually. Because, you know, it was responsible for making my VTuber model. Yeah, and I want to launch this job on my own. Let's do this.
Sending the relevant coordinates to you. Okay, you know the formula now. So go do what you do. We need a laptop with up-to-date info on the cartel's operations, and a new hacking device after our friend, the tech genius, with the terabyte deactivated the last one. Oh, and of course, we'll need another train.
All right. Actually, for this one, I remember I'm gonna need my Duke of Death for this one because.
By the way, don't worry. We may
Oops.
share a goal, but I'm fully aware we do not share a motivation. I've made sure sufficient funds are allocated to recompense you for your efforts today.
Wow, just one punch. Now I'm the punch
Go to
man.
your garage.
I need my Duke
I'll
of
get
Death
there as
real
soon as I
quick,
can.
buddy.
Okay, I got stuff to do.
Let's get in there. Because I know, like, one of the drones that terabyte ends up launching is an explosive drone. And if I'm on a motorcycle while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get blown up myself. And that would not be fun for, like, any of y'all to watch. Just watching me get utterly demolished. Well, actually, it might be fun in hindsight, but in the moment, it would be pain. It'd be pain for me. Yeah, now no one can knock me off my vehicle. Might also need to put, like, engine upgrades inside this thing since I'm nearly at level 100 now. That way I could get this thing going as fast as possible.
Alright, let's take care of the hacking device. Remember the guy with the terabyte? He deactivated the last one we stole, so we've got to go back for another. Bring down the drones to bypass his security. I guess an inconspicuous locale is a necessity when you're in possession of your very own military-industrial complex on wheels.
Right, because that's essentially what it is. Come on, let me target the thing. Yeah, great, now they're starting to shoot at me. Okay, I need something a little bit more powerful for these. Oh, great. I think I saw the explosive. I thought I saw the explosive drone, but nah. Oh, there it is. Well, that didn't do much to me. Again, glad I brought out my Duke of Death for this one.
You should have access now the drones are down.
Yeah, let's go inside. Come on, let me get inside. Oh, there's also a free assault SMG in here. Gladly take that.
You get the device? Good. Now you should have no issue requisitioning the train. Or anything else for that matter.
Yeah, the damn train, all right. About to hijack that damn train. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Homeless Dude. Let's see if I can nail this jump this time. If traffic won't get in the way. Whee! Perfect! That was perfect. I could have maybe gone a little bit faster, but that was like right on the money. That wasn't, though. I mean, unless right on the money means right up a palm tree. It does rhyme, though, but that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, right, I forgot. This is one where I actually had to drive up onto the pier. Oh, this stinks. Gonna have to... For real game. I guess apparently volleyball nets are harder than freaking 10-ton armored car. Anyways, here's where I need to go. Great, and you gotta search around here for a random dude who I have no idea what he looks like.
Use your preferred method to locate him and retrieve what we need.
Okay, the blue dude. Dude in a blue shirt. I have just the tool to get what I need from him. Nice little stun baton.
What's up?
Sometimes I don't know, man. Time was a brother knew who the enemy was.
Okay, where's the dude with the blue shirt? Need the blue shirt. Oh, great, there you are.
That's our target. You see the laptop?
You must never know. Sorry, no witnesses.
Excellent. This should tell us exactly when we need to hit the factory. Good work. Now, as I'm sure you realize, we'll need another train. I found one which should be acceptable. You'll just need the keys.
Yeah, I forgot the trains have keys in this game, apparently. Actually, they might have them in real life, depending on, like, you know, where you live in the world. Funny how I was talking about, you know, my rail fanning trip earlier, and here we are now, about to
Keep going.
go a little bit too far with rail fanning.
LSPD. Just a simple matter of rerouting some calls.
Right. Yeah, because this matter's not as important enough for them to, you know, take notice and take action. Crap. I had a little bit of a spin out there. Oh! Sorry about that. Almost there. Jump! This could almost be a stunt car if I wanted it to be. Actually, now that I think about it, it probably was. Because, you know, Death Proof, the movie. This was basically that car. This car is basically, you know, the car from that movie, plus Mad Max armor plating and all that. Right.
Get the key off those guys and board that train.
Yeah, they'll never know. Or, actually, no, they will. Going right into the Hornet's nest. That's where I'm going. Come on, one of you guys has to have the key. Guessing it's not one of you. Neither are you. Or where? Which one of you guys has it? I like how he's caught off guard by how close I was getting. There we go, got the keys. Don't call me a whore, I ain't even a girl.
Got the keys? Then please admit yourself aboard.
Gladly. Oh great, there's just a dude here waiting for me. Oh no, get away. Oh no. Re-heal up. Heal up. Yeah, I'm a marksman. I'm a marksman now, baby. Can't believe I had to go a long way around to access this train, but that is prototypical. All right, let's go. Let's go.
And as you approach the signals, hit them with that hacking device. And remember to keep up your speed. Don't want those miscreants to catch up and take you down.
Right. Now, this ain't exactly a fast train, but it'll get the job. Again, we'll be able to outrun them. And if not, well, we'll be able to smash into them. Because you know how these things are. These things are heavy. And I guess according to, you know, the rules of GTA 5, just flat out indestructible. Yeah, you ain't gonna stop this damn train. Oh, right, I forgot. Signals. Gotta make sure they're always set to the right one. Man, that's a tight... That would not be allowed to pass on U.S. railroads. Oh, and there's a helicopter. Smash that shit as well. Man, it was a dude just camping up there. Guess he was trying to sabotage the signal. Boom. Bam. Pow. Yeah, the better question is, like, how the heck do you hide a train like this? What, do we have like a special like hidden freight yard or something? Okay, you're back. You went to do something. All right, Trunks. Thanks for re-announcing your return. Glad to have you back in here, boy. You missed the part where we hijacked the train. No, not just a train, the damn train. Right, I'm starting to feel myself sink in my seat a little bit. Yeah, the damn train. Oh crap, I forgot to check something in regards to my Vtuber model. I forgot to actually reconnect my Twitch to it. Which, yeah, it didn't activate. Don't worry, I'll I'll do it for you. Just give me a moment. I have to... Yeah, take all the time you want. That's fine. Crap. I'm so used to using the number pad that... Sorry about that. I was so used to using the number pad that... Oh, great. Well, it doesn't look like that wanted to stick, so... Gonna have to try it the other way. All right, there we go. Now my redeem should work again. And just to test, and you know, so that you get what you paid for, Trunks. Take all the time you need. There we go. There was actually a little gravity of the train that time. Anyways, now that we're... Oh my god. How did we end up all the way over here? Well, I think I'm actually gonna... Where's the nearest place near... Where's the nearest place nearby? This is what I was gonna say. Like, that makes sense. I was gonna spawn to my CEO office so that I could actually... go there without having to drive halfway across the map. There we go. Actually, since I could kind of do a sound wave voice, at least, you know, without the... without the auto-tune filter, it sound very close to, you know, how Frank Welker sounded when he voiced him.
There's the boss.
Maybe I could do a Megatron voice as well if I really want to. Maybe someday. Actually, I kind of tried to do it when, you know, when I was doing the triple takeover unboxing. But that was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Okay, now I need to spawn my vehicle. Get it over here. Oh, that reminds me of like another redeem that I meant to... That reminds me of another redeem that I meant to add, but I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. They did actually make something that would work with the Scorpion Get Over Here for Warudo assets. So, very soon, hopefully, I'll be able to add that.
Fuck that shit. Go home.
Add that to my list of redeems. Alright, which one do I do? Concealed weapons. Now, these are both ones that I'm going to do, if I remember correctly, with the Duke of Death, because I'm going to be, again, going right into a hornet's nest for both of these.
Alright, sending you the target coordinates now. I'm sending you some visual ID of our targets. Make sure to familiarize yourself.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Oh great, I can't call it now, bruh.
Reports here about some gangs in the area. All of them carrying illegal weapons, armor, and masks. You decide who the lucky criminals are today. All we need is one cache of weapons and one stash of gear. You know what we need. Weapons, masks, and armor that can't be traced to us. Decide who you want to hit.
You know what I'm gonna go for option C.
I'll bring it to you.
Actually, is it option C that has the... that is like the most heavily armed?
That is my favorite.
Okay, yep, it's option C. To see it is.
Oh, damn. That's a disappointment.
And fittingly, they're right by the Alamo Sea. Wait a minute. Game, bruh. Am I even going in the right direction here? I probably could have taken an alternate route and not have to go around in like this zigzag motion here. That was not me drinking while I was doing that driving there. Sorry, just Sky is like looking at me every time that I'm speaking and thinks that I'm talking to her. And you know, usually, very often she's responding. Like then. And sometimes it can be mildly distracting. But you know, it adds a little bit to the stream comedy, a little bit. Actually, that was a bit redundant, what I just said there. Forget I said that. Whoa! Going for some off-roading. Actually, just looking at this does kind of look like an...
Are a strong unit with strong weapons, but I know you can handle it.
Actually, now that I think about it, this does look like, you know, with all the Mad Max gear that this car has on it, it does feel like an off-road version of, you know, the regular Duke. All right. Time to wreck shop here.
Fall back!
Yeah, fall back into your graves.
They see you. Watch out.
Yeah, I know. I made my presence known. Yeah, right.
6. Reinforcements inbound.
Oh, there's a weaponized Tampa here too. I might be tempted to steal that and actually, you know, use it as the getaway vehicle.
Come on, we got this!
Nah, I got this. Oh my goodness, they have a lot of them here. Actually, what am I talking about? There's only 2 of them. Come on.
Get that son of a bitch!
Which one? This one? Or this one? Bro, he literally just... I swear that guy just survived this shot to the head. Come on, just... Death embrace. No, fool. Where are the weapons? I'm literally right on top of them, I think. Or unless they're like in this container. Am I missing something here? Oh, okay, yeah, it's here.
These targets should have an ample supply of weapons and gear.
Yeah, they definitely do. Again, this might take longer, but it is the it is like the most safe option. It's like heavy armor and all that. Be able to take as many hits as possible. No, 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 no. Get back in the car. Get back in the car. I'm not about to die. I'm not about to die. I'm not about to die. Not about to die.
I've given you 3 possible targets, but you can hit them all if you're so inclined. Anything extra you get, I'll make sure it's available when you hit the factory. If
We just need one set.
that was previously graced with your presence, they will not be so welcoming again, especially if you're there for one of their cars.
Yeah, I don't really care. Again, I'm literally driving around in an armored car. You really think that them being like unwelcoming or having like more aggressive AI is gonna stop me? I'm persistent. Whether I like it or not, whether I prove where it came from or not, i.e. my parents, I am rather stubborn when it comes to that kind of stuff. Stubborn and persistent. Sometimes hopelessly so, but sometimes, you know, it benefits me. Oh! Almost ended up parking up a tree there. Or parking into. Whoa! That was a great... That would have been a perfect slide if, you know, I kept my momentum going.
These weapons and gear can never be traced to us. Just what you need to go up against an adversary with the LSPD in their pocket. You need a getaway vehicle with a similar provenance. That's for another day.
You see, I'm sometimes very impatient, so how about...
That should suffice for our purposes. If you want more options, be my guest.
So, how about tomorrow as in now?
The other options on standby. I appreciate your professionalism.
Again, so far doing this with 0 lives lost, which, again, kind of impressive that I've been managing to do that so far. Oh, also, now that I actually have the helmet on me, on my... Oh, crap, it's just accidentally moved my camera quite a bit, but I actually do have... have a helmet available for me to wear. Again, it's just an add-on asset that I found on the workshop for Warudo, but it works. It works for my model, I'd say. It's a Russian tanker helmet. And what's even more ridiculous for me is that I I gave myself a smaller one on my mouth to make it look like I have a mouth guard or something, or a mask. Now I'm fully embracing, like, you know, the Transformer side of me.
I understand. No prisoners, only trophies.
No way, Sky actually found that funny. Anyways, let's actually get back into the game right now. I might, again, I'll wear those for, like, a special occasion. Alright, let's get my... You know, I'm close enough that I don't have to worry about, like, driving all the way to the police station. Or, I'm sorry, like, setting my spawn location and then, like, teleporting. So I'm just gonna get on my bike and then, you know, get over to the station and take care of the next part of the mission. Ow. Oh my goodness, my bike got sent flying there too. From the producers of Los Santos 2012. Die. Bro, what is it with these fictional movie names in this game? Oh, pfft. Yeah, that was my fault that time, not the NPCs. Although, do remember, they're NPCs, so they have no problem cheating. Whoa! I tried to thread the needle there, and it clearly didn't work. Man, hearing that rev-up sound every time I, like, you know, brake and then hit the accelerator is just... It's a bit... It feels a bit strange, because I'm so used to driving a car where it's just like, it doesn't do that. At least in this game. Man, it's also a drag racing bike. Okay, no. Get back to... Get back to no music. Or, I'm sorry, the radio off setting. Let's launch this job. Okay, and once again, I'm going to...
Sending the locations of 3 viable getaway vehicles.
Once again, I'm going to use
Get a good look at
my
these
Duke of
surveillance
Death.
shots I'm sending through. These are the gangs on our radar.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? It's coming at you.
Be warned, these are the same gangs you may have previously visited in order to borrow their
Okay,
equipment.
sorry about...
If you're
Yeah,
rash
sorry.
enough to return to the same people, expect heavy resistance this time.
Hello there.
Same deal as last time. You may want to steal.
Crap, sorry. My second screen, it did not show your previous messages. I'm guessing formerly X77 is your account that you use to check your viewer account. Yes, well, actually, it's more so that I could view chat. Although sometimes even that backfires because I was not able to read chat from that second screen from that account, which again, it might be attributed to the fact that it's on a mobile phone. Okay, and your other messages, the noise suppression cancels her out. We can't hear her. That might be a bit for the better, but don't worry, you'll probably be able to see a little bit more of her once, you know, I do some more Transformers unboxings. And the helmet, yeah, the helmet is cool and fits my character quite well, I'd say. Once again, option C. Also, part of the reason besides, you know, not having Sky appear on, like, you know, being heard is, like, also so that, you know, I'm on the roof of, I'm not on the roof of my house, but I'm literally right above the living room. So whenever there's, like, you know, a big sporting event happening downstairs and I happen to be streaming at the same time, well, I don't want all that extra noise ending up on my stream. And also my parents, if they happen to walk in on me. Right. Ooh. That was almost a good power slide, but I slowed down a little bit too much. Did you just call me? I should also hopefully be streaming again tomorrow. You know, I'm not too busy tomorrow.
They'll be even more so after your last visit. Be alert. This car is high quality and worth the challenge. Eyes up.
Right.
That chopper flying overhead has our vehicle. Take it down and don't sweat the damage. With armor that heavy, the fall won't even leave it dead.
Okay, bruh. Remember when I said that the NPCs in this game are starting to become intolerable?
I must commend your total commitment to fucking these guys up.
This is what I mean. Oh, shoot! Bruh! That was like perfect timing there. Like, everyone just started converging on me at once there. Okay. Who's shooting at me? And we seriously doing this right now? We're dogfighting in cars. Okay, now time to take care of... Now time to take care of... No, wrong weapon. Big Papa Chopper over there. Wait, you're telling me that one rocket was not enough to destroy it? That usually is more than enough to take down a cargo bob. Okay, well, I'll shoot another one at it, I guess. There we go. Got it. No, I don't think so. Yeah, and there's that Hummer. That Humvee. Whoa! That shell just went very close to me. Yeah, good luck trying to get this sucker back. Yeah, this is about as armored of a vehicle as I'm gonna get for this heist. Might not be the fastest, but again, that's not really what I'm going for here. I'm going for survivability. And this is definitely something I could see myself surviving this heist with. Oh, really, huh? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm still just gonna take this vehicle by itself. No reason I should... Okay, these guys are starting to be a pain in the ass right now. Time for me to... Alright, first off, get in front of the truck and start shooting. Look at this. Look at this skill right here. Oh, shoot. Truck jump scare. And these guys just don't give up now, do they? Okay. Well, I got something for you. Shoot. I actually stuck right onto him. And he pushed me far enough away that I wouldn't get caught. Just... That went all according to plan. Really? You're one to talk. Yeah, nope. Threading that needle, too. Oh, shoot. Come on. No, 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 no. No! I didn't turn around fast enough, and now those guys are... Bro, what is this spawn? Good lord. Now how am I supposed to get back up there? Excellent choice of spawn game. Jeez. I die on the bridge and yet now I have to climb my way back up. How the heck am I even supposed to climb my way back up there? Holy crap, holy. And you know the second I get back up there, those... I'm guessing Merryweather mercenaries. Gonna assume they are. They're just gonna start, you know, unloading on me. Come on, get up there. Get up there. No way. Those dudes actually fell down the bridge to get down, hunt me down, and get me. That is some dedication right there. No, you're dead for sending me down here. Ricks.
It's over!
For you. Yeah, how in the bloody hell am I supposed to get up there? No way. That's how they got down here. That might also be my way back up. Time to do some rock crawling. Or if I can get up there. Come on, how come when Merryweather uses this car, it's like the fastest thing in the game, but when I use it, it's just like, oh, I can hardly climb up these rocks. Bruh. That might have been the worst place that I've, you know, died so far. Actually, it's happened to me once before, and that was like during a bunker sale mission. Back when, you know, I had my old account and was dumb enough to make the bunker, to have the bunker up in Paleto Bay. Literally one of the worst decisions you could ever make. Even if you get it for free with the Criminal Enterprises pack, it's not worth it. Don't get that bunker. Because all the CL missions that you do from there are literally insufferable. No, 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 no. No! Shoot! No way! No way! I refuse to! I refuse to die. No! Yeah, I'm angry about that too, Sky. All right, let's try that again and not die in the worst spot possible. That was like actually, that was terrible. That wasn't bad, that was terrible. Wait a minute, I have a snowball launcher now, really? Like, that's gonna do anything against these guys.
After your last incursion, I can't imagine this group will be happy to see you again. Especially when this time, you're here for one of their kick-ass cars.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do this then. Use the overpowered laser minigun.
I'm listening in on their radios. Some of the Trojans have left them in a state of anxiety, to say the least.
Come on, just give the car already. Oh, yes, way.
See that chopper? It's transporting our vehicle. Shoot it down. And don't worry, this ride is tough. They can take the fall. What you require to get away vehicle?
You know, it's ironic. I said I picked this car for survivability, but I did not survive driving in it. I did the first time I did this heist. But no, apparently this time the AI was like, no, let's spawn out in front in like the most BS ways possible. All right, this time let's not die on the bridge. 'Cause that's like the worst place.
Excellent choice. We're not in any rush out there, so feel free to pay the other gangs.
Uh-oh. No, sorry.
Their cars this way.
Ugh! Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't.
Bring back.
I need proxies. Okay, you know what? I've had enough of you. Take that, and you can take this. Oh, phew. Hopefully no more from those guys. Oh great, there's another one. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're about as hostile towards the other NPCs as I am. And see, that's the situation I was caught in, like, when I went out rail fanning. Just a dude right next to me, except, you know, I was in the passing lane. And they were just going at the same speed as me. And I couldn't pass them. Except this time, the dude who was, you know, who wanted me to... Oh my goodness. At least the guy who was behind me was not like, you know... aren't bloodthirsty mercenaries like these guys. Like, jeez. Yeah, I hope you crash into those wrecks. Come on. I honestly thought this vehicle would be good for off-roading. No! Oh, wow, another one. Alright, at least the spawn's nowhere near as BS as it was before. Okay, and they just casually drive away. Like, why couldn't they do that before? No, you! Okay, I'm not gonna stick around here any longer. Just get out of here! Now!
I've had enough of these fools.
Actually, now that, you know, I have my 1.5 upgrade to my model, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more editing on my wiki page. Oh boy, am I gonna have fun with that. It's mostly just gonna be like, you know, just adding a few pictures. It's mostly just gonna be adding pictures and, like, you know, updates to, like, you know, my stream activity and all that.
Unless you want to go after another option, message me to confirm that's the vehicle you want to use.
It is. It is the one that I want to use.
Getaway car secured. Well done. Now clear the area. We'll be in touch.
Alright. I guess I just have to walk away now.
Deberíamos ahorrar todo lo que podamos.
Okay, I thought I just had to walk away, but I apparently have to go quite a distance. Also, for those of you who don't know and haven't done this heist before, that's literally right next to the Cluck and Bell Farms. They aren't in the slightest bit suspicious that, you know, we parked a car, you know, a suitable getaway car right there. Oh man, that would have been perfect if I ended up, if I got that mission past screen when I was jumping on that jump, but yeah, whatever. I might actually have to get one of those cars eventually, the BF injection, I think it was, because it seemed like a pretty cool looking off-roader. All right, now back to the CEO office we go. Oh, crap, I'm out of fuel. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I gotta go get myself some water. I'll be back shortly. Alright, everyone, I'm back. What turned into what was originally just going to be a trip for me to, you know, refill my water bottle ended up into me scrambling to do a few other things, some of which I did and some of which I didn't need to do. But anyways, we're back in it. Let's see if we can finish this up for tonight. I believe the next task that we have to do is sabotage the supply depot. And that should be pretty easy for me. Oh. Let's continue. Yep. This is it. Okay, that time I did actually figure out that I needed to set the rate which direction I need to cycle to get the radio off. All right, let's do this thing. Let's do it.
Meanwhile, make your way to the Cluck and Bell outlet on Innocence Boulevard.
Now this time I don't think I won't need the armored car for this. Instead, I just need the fast vehicle.
Same as last time. Hack the vans and locate the garage. When you've got the location and maybe a uniform, you can hit that place up, wreck their fleet, and grab a key card. We'll need it for factory access.
Again, that should be easy. And I don't think I'll need the armored car for it. Ah! Ouch. Dump trucks ain't fun to deal with, or at least when you run into them. All right, come on. Faster.
You see those vans? Stay on them and use the hacker to transfer the GPS data.
What the
We're getting our money's worth out of that guy's hacking device. Well, we're getting his money's worth. It was only a matter of time till they realized they'd been hacked. Watch yourself. If
You
can
better
find
start
more
running.
vans to hack, we can get a clearer signal. Hey, if you take possession of a uniform, it might allow you some discretion at the garage.
Yeah, it should. And I look so damn suspicious wearing this. I mean, seriously, what kind of outfit do you gotta be working at to be wearing, well, this outfit?
Jesus! Hey, go back to where you came from, Holmes!
No witnesses.
That's it. Sending the location now. These guys won't warn the others at the garage. They'll have no idea this is part of a bigger attack.
Oh yeah, they won't warn them because they're dead.
If you're in that uniform, remember it'll only get you so far. Can't hide that distinctive face of yours. At some point, they'll call you out.
Oh, and they'll also notice the blood on my arms.
Sabotage the trucks, find the key card, wipe the CCTV, and get out. That way the cartel won't see you coming. Now, you can blow up the trucks and do this the old-fashioned way, but the cartel will find out, and trust me, they'll be waiting for you when we hit the factory. I recommend you keep your head down. Even in that getup, they'll still lose their cool if you're spotted wandering into the more sensitive parts of the building.
They didn't see that one coming.
If anyone's seen you, take them out. It's the only way to stop the cartel from knowing you're coming.
No. Ow! Bro, I walked right into that one. No way.
Hey, man, down, you need some help. Where you gonna go?
Going right on through. Come on. Load! No! Bro, I'm literally level 100 max health, and I still got taken out. Like, yeah, even Sky is shocked by that. Her eyes literally just went as small as possible.
Won't be expecting us at all. All you gotta do is sabotage the trucks and grab a key card. If you wipe the CCTV, they'll be none the wiser. But listen, if you want to blow the trucks up, there's no way of keeping that on the down low. You'll be alerting the whole cartel that you're coming for them. But hey, maybe that's your style. You know, there's gotta be areas that are strictly off limits to drivers. The cartel won't want anyone seeing something they shouldn't.
Alright, that's how I should have done it before. Just go into the office, disable the CCTV here. You'll never know.
CCTV's wiped. As far as the cartel know, you were never here.
Legit did not hear that. That is funny. Oh, there's also a key card. Oh wait, no, it's in one of the lockers. But before I do, I'm gonna take care of these other guards who are in here before they hear me. Oh, nothing. Oh, wait, no, there was something in there. Oh, great. Someone out here.
If anyone's seen you, take them out. I'll tell from knowing you're coming.
Bro, how did they just summon reinforcements back here? Bro.
You in the rock side of the
Nah, you're on the wrong side of town.
Fuck you.
And you too then.
Yeah.
I admire your dedication to clandestine tactics. It will be a major asset when we hit the factory.
Yeah, I want to try to do, since, you know, I'm doing this myself, I want to try to stick as much to the stealth approach as possible. Of course, I'll take the extra loot while I'm here. You know what? I'll take care of the trucks while I'm on my way out. I want to take care of the lockers first. Again, hopefully one of these has the key card inside of it. Actually, no, one of them will. One of them should. I just grabbed nothing. Oh, no, that was the key card.
The factory's gonna be easy to infiltrate.
It literally looked like I was grabbing nothing there, which is funny. Anyways, let's take care of these trucks. Just pulling out this thing. It looks like I was just pulling out a fuse box there. I thought last time I did this, it looked like... Yeah, I'm just pulling out wires. I for real thought we were just like taking out oil filters or something last time we did these. But no, we're just pulling out wires. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, head out when you're ready.
Yeah, I think I grabbed all the loot that I could from...
Remember how we smuggled you in the crate last time? Hope you're ready to get back in. Find another flatbed and bring it back to base.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, I forgot. Like, every time we did this, you know, we were smuggled inside supply crates. Didn't actually remember, like, having to drive a flatbed back there with the crates on them. Again, that just goes to show how long it's been since I've done this heist.
Thank you, FIB, for being so preoccupied it fell off the books. And thank you for occupying them with your other projects.
Other projects, huh? Okay, I thought I was gonna be able to turn through there, but I guess not. Oh, come on, I didn't hit him that hard. Also, now that I think about it, with all the color swaps I have available to me, you know, I already teased at this earlier, but I should do, like, you know, the morality chart meme with all the different color swap variants that I have available to me. I already know where a few of them are gonna go. You know, this one, it's probably gonna be in, like, neutral evil for me. while like the white and red's gonna be lawful good, the white, red, and blue, the Starscream color palette, as I'm gonna call it, that's chaotic evil. But the others, I'm not quite sure where I'll put them. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, now for the big job itself. Okay, well, first thing, I gotta turn that radio off. Now we head back to V's spot. Whoa! And get sent flying in the process. And how am I supposed to get out of here?
Well done out there. When your train arrives at the factory, the cartel will assume it's a delivery instead of a full-scale seizure of their assets.
Okay, I swear. That one was definitely deliberate on the NPC's parts. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. Again, I'm gonna do this full stealth this time. Don't want a single body to know, a single person to know that I was ever there. Scene of the crime. Let's do this. Of course. Make sure that radio's off, super heavy armor's equipped, and let's do it. Hopefully, again, while I'm doing this, I have a silenced weapon.
Alright, so you can lead a master class on Cluck and Bell protocol at this point. So I won't tell you what you already know, but allow me to observe that if you're successful, you will bring the cartel and LSPD's combined morale to an all-time low. Not a bad day's work.
Yeah, they ain't ever gonna know. Let's see, do I have a silenced? Okay, good. My combat shotgun's silenced.
Cocaine will be stored in various locations. Clear out all the stashes. There should also be a safe nearby. Grab whatever's inside. Don't forget the extra equipment you sourced if you feel something else will be more effective. I've bribed some friends in the Department of Sanitation to leave it in the dumpster to the rear of the factory.
Again, I'm gonna use a silenced weapon as much as possible because that'll reduce the chances that they ever hear anything.
Oh, yeah? That's for sure.
Oh, great, they heard that. Damn it.
They're flooding the comms with reports of an intruder.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna restart this here because I got caught. Ugh. If my stealth gets broken, I'm gonna restart it.
Good to see you, boss.
Because, you know, I did the aggressive approach before, but I want to do full stealth so that it's like get this like 100%. So like you get the benefit of doing both approaches. Let's do this again. Again, I doubt this will be enough to... I doubt I'll be able to get myself a mansion before the deadline runs out for the discount, but, you know... It's still worth getting that extra cash anyways. It's what I gotta save up for.
You know the procedure. Ride the train into the delivery bay and wait to be taken.
Alright, this time I'm gonna skip the cutscene.
Do what you do. Okay, the cocaine will be stored in various locations. Clear out all the stashes. There should also be a safe nearby. Grab whatever's inside. Don't forget the extra equipment you sourced if you feel something else will be more effective. I've bribed some friends in the Department of Sanitation to leave it in the dumpster to the rear of the factory.
Alright, this time I'm gonna be slow
You are talking
and careful. 'Cause I know there's a guy down there. Yep, he's coming. He's coming this way. Again, gonna be slow, quiet, and steady with this. Hey, his fault for walking right into me. There's someone down there. Again, no witnesses. They must never know that I was here.
The key card you acquired should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement.
Alright, so far, so good.
Do not leave the storage area without a considerable amount of... you know what.
Come on. Again, they ain't expecting a thing. I guess the suppressor on this thing is incredibly quiet. Because, like, they didn't hear a thing. And since this is down in the basement, there's no one else down here to, you know, hear them. I just start getting the material, start getting it. Take it away. Clucking bell giveth, Exodus taketh away. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nemesis Exodus taketh away.
Alright, yeah, most of this was in the basement, which... it's surprising. Actually, no, it's not, because, you know, this is the well-hidden spot. Alright, how do I do this?
Hey, you in the wrong
It's
side
clear
of
this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have...
Bruh, no way, they saw that? Bruh.
But I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket.
Okay, I'm doing this again. No way that dude saw me. Oh, I was doing so well on a stealth attempt there, and then it just got robbed from me.
Boss.
If you know me, you know how I feel about getting robbed. Once again, timing is key there. At least that's what it would seem. Oh, yeah. Ouch. Again, I probably could do it if I ended up breaking stealth, but I want to do it full stealth so that, you know, I can get the medal for doing it both ways.
Yeah, man. I still got it.
Again, I'm just stubbornly persistent like that.
Ah, it's all look, but don't touch now and shit.
They are.
Okay, you ready? All my intel suggests that they have absolutely no idea what is about to happen to them. Again.
Yeah, and hopefully that it stays that way.
Okay, the cocaine will be stored in various locations. Clear out all the stashes. There should also be a safe nearby. Grab whatever's inside. If you want to refresh your arsenal, don't forget the extra equipment you acquired. I've arranged for it to be left in the dumpster to the rear of the factory.
I know that guy's gonna come back around. Just know it. So I'm just gonna wait here for him and take him out. Look the wrong way, buddy. Oh my god, how did they see that? Bruh. No way. Wasn't even on the same plane as him. Again, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it until I get a perfect stealth run.
Anything you need, boss.
I don't care how many attempts it's gonna take. Would also be nice if, like, the radio for this game actually remembered the settings, like, you know, that I have it off by default. Or that I always turn it off. Oh! Oh my goodness. Now that is a terrible way to go out. Where'd I end up this time? Alright, there we go. It actually remembered this time. Man, I was getting pinballed there. It was, again, funny in hindsight, but absolutely painful in the moment. This time.
Fatal holes in the hull of this operation. We need to leave with two things: their product and their cash. To clarify, steal it all. If you want to refresh your arsenal, don't forget the extra equipment you acquired. I've arranged for it to be left in the dumpster to the rear of the factory.
Again, I'm just gonna wait here patiently. Wait here patiently until he drops by here. Be skillful and tactical with this. Or tactful. Steady. Okay. So far we're doing well. So far we're doing well. All right, now what's right around this?
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Cluck and Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket.
Okay. That side's good.
The key card you acquired should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement.
Alright, again, just taking it slow, doing this stealthily and tactically.
Leave them with nothing. Clear it out. They're mobilized.
No way! No way they saw that!
An option.
Ugh. Bruh, that's dumb. That is actually dumb. How did they find out about that? They didn't even see me walking down the steps. I swear, these guys are becoming like... They are starting to become the type of AI that I cannot tolerate.
There's the boss.
Again, I'm gonna be stubbornly persistent in doing this. I don't care how many attempts it's gonna take. I'm gonna do it. The proper stealth way.
조심해.
What did he say? I didn't understand what Bro said there. Alright, X, just keep your cool. You know how to do this, and you'll do it right.
All my intel suggests that they have absolutely no idea what is about to happen to them.
Again, I tend to keep it that way.
You have two targets once you're inside. The cocaine and any contraband they keep in the safe. By all means, obtain as much of both as you can carry. Don't forget the extra equipment you sourced if you feel something else will be more effective. I've bribed some friends in the Department of Sanitation to leave it in the dumpster to the rear of the factory.
Again, I'm taking this slow here. This here is like one of the major keys.
Oh, pues sí.
Bruh, no way!
Heads up. They're flooding the comms with
How the hell did they see me that time? Oh my goodness. All of a sudden, I just see a random blue spot appear underneath my dot on the mini-map. Even though I was walking quietly.
Boss.
I swear, other people out there do this. They do it perfectly. Even though they're following like the same tactic that I am. And here I am doing it, and yet I'm not getting the right results.
No, I didn't tell him.
I want to go back there. I swear, that's one thing I'm starting to get tired of in life. Is just doing things that other people do and doing it to the best of your ability, and yet you're still not able to get their results, no matter how hard you try. You know, I try to be joking I try to joke about things every so often, but that is like one thing I'm like dead serious about. Like, seriously, I try my best. I try my hardest with some things. Yet the results I get aren't the ones that I was told to expect.
Okay, you ready? All my intel suggests that they have absolutely what is about to happen to them. Again. Okay, the cocaine will be stored in various locations. Clear out all the stashes. There should also be a safe nearby. Grab whatever's inside.
Okay, don't step on a body this time.
If you want to refresh your arsenal, don't forget the extra equipment you acquired. I've arranged for it to be left in the dumpster to the rear of the factory.
Okay, I might be getting a little bit overzealous here, but I am losing my patience. Oh wow, I actually got two bodies with one bullet there. All right, down in the basement we go.
Should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement. Make it hurt. Clear out their whole supply.
Okay, now we're doing well. Again, don't want to jinx myself, but we are doing well. Alright, I am using the cliche term, but I'm locking in right now. Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm going along with the stealth approach that we're doing. Again, study the enemy patterns here.
It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Cluck and Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket.
Okay, is this guy gonna start walking this way? He is. And again, right to his doom. There's a key over here. I grab that. There's also this area over here that I have to loot into. Hopefully I don't end up busting the operation here too. There's only like one or two guards here. There we go. Good. Wait, I don't have the required equipment. What is the Oh, right. There's supposed to be like a crowbar or something around here. But where is it? Oh, here it is. There we go. Now it's time to loot. There's sugar in that crap? Jesus, that is disgusting. Just look at... Ugh. Yeah, I can't look inside those anymore. That is nasty.
Don't forget to vacate the contents of the safe too.
Right. Back out of the factory floor we go. Again, I gotta make sure that I time this right with getting these guys out of here. Okay, I see that guy over there. I'm gonna wait till he walks up to this guard here, then goes back there. That way I have a direct way down in the office with no guards to deal with. Okay, good. Now's time. Yes! Yes, we did it! Now no one will know we're here.
Okay, here we go. Connect to the computer.
You're mine now.
Okay, to retrieve the safe code from the computer, you'll need to secure multiple signals for the hacking device. Lucky for you, I read the instructions. It should turn blue when you're pointed towards one of the right spots. Red, the opposite. Just go straight and you'll catch a connection. Then find the next one.
There we go.
Keep going.
That's the first
You need to
PC.
secure more data before you have the complete access code.
There's number 2. And where's number 3? Okay, I thought that computer was in a wall.
Have you received the safe code?
Yeah, we did. 95, 97, 28. That'll be easy to remember. 95,
Check the hacking device for the code to the safe.
97, and 28. Okay, we are golden!
Target successfully acquired. You're done. Okay, I'm listening to the radio, and it sounds like that safe triggered some alarm. They're shutting down most of the
Okay.
roads leading away from the factory.
Well, I guess maybe there was no way for me to do a full stealth approach.
Getaway car should be right where you left it. The fastest means of escape is still a getaway vehicle that you stashed in the garage.
Yeah, but so far it doesn't look like any of them are targeting me. They are none the wiser. Okay, well. Now's the time they found out, but it doesn't matter, because we are just about finished here. Yeah, they're gonna have one hell of a time trying to chase me now.
Jorge will only open the lockup if it's safe to do so.
Yeah, good luck trying to blast these tires out. Just a straight line drive now. I guess that, again, that's one benefit of doing the stealth approach, so that is English. Like, as soon... You only really end up breaking stealth when you leave the complex. Well, if less guys targeting you, then sure, you can do it with... If you do the aggressive approach, you'll likely be doing it with the heavy armor equipped. But still, better to have them not target you at all than, you know, them targeting you, but you have a lot of damage resistance. Yeah, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to stop this car. This Hummer, again, is heavy. No, I think you do. Come on, I thought I shut out your driver already. Should have stayed out of the way. Great. Come on, Hummer, you're supposed to be a heavy vehicle and be able to push these guys out. Oh, great. Now there's another one of these idiots coming my way. And many more, too. Oh no, off the tracks! Going back on there. I don't care if it's a narrow road. It'll be an easier way for me to lose these guys. Oh, that's one problem with this car is it's extremely wide. And thus, you know, if you don't thread the needle through the bridge, you're gonna get knocked right clean off. Yeah, the silent approach, the stealth approach is definitely better when you're doing this heist solo. If you're doing this with multiple people, do the aggressive approach. Like, there's no way you'll be able to, unless you're like me and you have people to collab with and you're able to voice chat, don't bother doing the silent approach. The aggressive approach is, again, way easier. And sure, you end up having to face like a whole horde of cops and drug dealers at the end of it.
You know, when I was a rookie, I was chomping at the bit for a raid like that. Bullets flying, car chases, high on adrenaline. These days, I am perfectly content to listen on an earpiece from a comfortable distance, quaffing on a delicious beverage.
Yeah, I don't blame you, brother.
Stretch now, my friend.
But I like to be, at least in this game, in the middle of the action. Get back on the tracks. And I'm just following the train tracks there. I don't care if it's the long way, but it's the safer way. Because there are plenty of tunnels where I could lose these guys. And plus, again, this vehicle, besides like not being able to fit on some of these train bridges, it's good off-road. Well, not when you run up against a rock like that. Wait, someone saw me Okay, one of them turned around. That explains it a little bit. Oh man, right when I was on the verge of losing them. Don't worry, the tunnel should be coming up soon. There's a place where I could definitely lose them. Almost home. We're almost there. In my sweet little hiding space. I think I'll just wait here. And hopefully the damn train doesn't show up. That'd be terrifying. Oh no, please don't tell me one of them's actually... Okay, good. I thought one of them actually ended up in the train tunnel. Because they were, like, following the path of it. That also would have been terrifying. Because that would have meant my foolproof hiding place would no longer be, well, foolproof. Alright, now to find a place to turn around. And here would seem like that good place. Well, this car actually has a good handbrake. But I guess I just suck at drifting.
Just execute a quick exchange with our usual contact, and it's mission complete.
I'm yet to actually do this with like the lowest level of equipment.
Quite apart from this being a matter of principle, our whole operation has livened up my day-to-day considerably. Makes a pleasant change from people holding up 24/7 stores.
Yeah, you got that right, brother.
Until
Delivered
next
to
time,
Luke.
Cuckabell, you cesspool of corruption.
And this time again, I'll be... I guess not. It's just a quicker exchange, unlike, you know, the ending cutscene of when you first do it. There we go. That's 500k in the bank, and hopefully another 500k from completing that weekly challenge. While I'm here, let's get that money in the bank. Yeah, I guess next time I do this, I will be doing the aggressive approach. Let's see, career progress. Let's see, contact missions, Pluck and Bell Farm raid. Complete scene of the crime without being... Okay. We did both approaches, but I have to do it without being spotted once. Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna be difficult, just completely. Complete scene of the crime using all available setup equipment. I forget which one. Yeah, you didn't use all the low quality equipment, so that'll be next time I do this, along with doing the aggressive approach. But still, doing that without being spotted is just, oi, man. That's gonna be difficult. Yeah, stealth and aggressive. But doing the entire thing without being spotted is just, oi. This one, on the other hand, I'm able to do. I might be able to do it under 60 minutes. Again, if I don't die. And getting 5 million. That's definitely easier because you get 750k for completing it each time. Oh, and this is the new set. New set of missions. Again, I'll do this one once I get myself a mansion. Eventually. Speaking of which, I ought to see how much it's going to cost me. Okay, 10 million. Okay, not as bad as I initially said. Or 9.5. But that's without all the add-ons. Additional rooms. I would want everything possible. A podium. That's another 650k. Vehicle workshop just in case. Security, of course, I would want the security detail because that's incredibly useful. And of course, you get an AI assistant when you get your mansion. And again, that's 15 million, 16 million if I don't, you know, $16 million once the discount runs out. Actually, it's not that much of a difference, so I still want to try to grind myself to a mansion before, you know, GTA 6 comes out. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. It was a good first stream back, and hopefully, again, tomorrow I should be streaming around the same time. So yeah, hopefully y'all will be able to catch that. I'm not sure what I'm going to stream then, but we'll play it by ear. Till then, cadets and citizens, take care, have some fun out there, best of luck in your future endeavors. Until I see you again, farewell.